What's going on, everybody? So today we have some very, very good news with Baby Doge, and it could quite possibly 100x once this happens. And it probably is going to happen because whenever the community votes for something inside of Baby Doge, usually the developers will go ahead and do it. And they're actually making a proposal now. And everybody is for this proposal. So this is most likely going to happen. But anyways, we're going to talk about this today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but we're just going to get straight into it. Now, first things first, we are up 30.3% in the last 24 hours. That's huge. Now we're at 8Z2. So in the last 30 days, we're up 84% here. So yeah, that's big. And honestly, right now, I think that we can get back to our all-time highs like before the end of this month. Quite possibly, maybe not. Maybe it could be next month. But very soon we could get back to those all-time highs. But yeah, it's very good to see 30.3% inside of gains in the last 24 hours. Also, not to mention, our 24-hour trading volume, $29.5 million. So that's huge. Fully diluted value almost back at 1 billion. Market cap is at 296 million. And the reason why there's such a huge gap between the market cap and the fully diluted value, that's just because of all the burns that we have, all the burned coins. Most of the coins are burned. So when people are like burning 90% of the supply, it's not really possible when most of the coins are already burned. And if they're not burned, they're being held by the community. So there's that. But anyways, yeah, look, we got 30.3% in the last 24 hours. So we're doing really good. Almost at that next Fibonacci tracement level up here. Remember what I said before about, the indicators with Chart Prime, the automated trading indicators. Whenever the momentum wave band starts to turn pink like this, that means there's about to be a major pump. Right? But right when I said that, now we're pumping already. So check out the video I made check out all the videos I've made on even all the other coins that I've been talking about when we talk about the momentum wave band. Anytime it starts to turn pink like this, that means that we're about to have a breakout. And it just so happened that it was right when we were at our Fibonacci retracement. And then once we broke past that resistance level, then we just kept going off from there. And look, now we're close to our next resistance. So this next resistance is all the way up at 8Z2343. So that could be where we have a little bit of a pullback once we get up here, right? Just so that we can, take a little break, build some momentum. And then from there, you could see it pumping even more, especially with this good news. So even with this good news, we might not even have the pullback. It might just keep running from here because, the news that we have is so good. So we could just keep running. And if we do run past this next Fibonacci resistance level, then what we can end up seeing is 8Z3200. And I mentioned that before as well. So there's a lot of different possibilities that could happen here with Baby Doge. So just keep your eyes out for what's going to happen next. And yeah, a lot of people missed the train with this. It was expected because, everything else was going crazy. So it's definitely expected that Baby Doge does too. And look, I'll say this, the Baby Doge developers, they're not stupid. They're smart. Look, they knew that once everything starts going off, they're going to start releasing things. They're going to start talking to the people. They're going to start making good news come out, right when, everything's pumping. They're doing that. So then now it's going up tenfold, right? So that was a strategic move on their end because what they just now mentioned was what we were talking about the whole time, what we always wanted here. So it says, would you like a snapshot DAO proposal for 0% fees on BNB chain? And what that pretty much is just a proposal asking the whole community whether or not they want those fees taken off. So everybody's going to vote yes. Everybody's voting yes already. You can see 91% say yes, 9% say no. 4,422 votes in the last 2 hours. It's got 20 hours left. So yeah, this is exactly what everyone wants. Everyone says, I smell a pump. Yes, 0% fees, please. We got this person, Crypto Public, says yes now. 10% is too high. Facts. We need 0%, not 1%, not 2%, not 3%. We need 0%. Even Binance Smart Chain Gem Alerts says yes, because even they know, even though they talk about Binance coins all the time, even they know that whenever a Binance coin has 0% fees, you now stand out from all the other Binance coins because most coins on Binance implement the fee structure. And it's very annoying having the fees there. It really is. But, most of them do it. So whenever you don't, now you're standing out from the crowd, which makes you look better altogether. So yeah, if we can just get rid of the fees, that's very, very good. Everybody else is saying drop it. And yeah, that's exactly what we need. We just need those fees taken off. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's a part of the reason why we're going up 30% today. The other reason is because we're also entering a meme coin season. Even OKX has spotted this. So this is a tweet by OKX. They said meme coin season because this is exactly what we're going through right now. Like, you're starting to see a bunch of meme coins going off. Everything else has kind of taken a little bit of a break, but you still see stuff like Shiba Inu up 55% in the last 24 hours, 136% in the last 7 days. And everything is just, everything's coming back to life. So this is the time right now. Look at Shiba Inu's chart in the last year. Literally, the pump within the last 2 days is bigger than everything that Shiba Inu has done in the last year. So if that doesn't tell you it's meme coin season, then I don't know what will. But yeah, it's definitely meme coin season, and we're probably going to start seeing a lot more meme coins going off right now. Like, everything is about to start going crazy. So it is what it is. A lot of people probably missed out on it. I have a bunch of different cryptos. Don't have too many meme coins right now, but I do have a portfolio of different cryptos that I've been buying into. But yeah, meme coins is where it's going to be at. But as for like getting back to the all-time highs, I mean, that could happen very, very quickly. So, I mean, you can get in now, but then it could also, go down. There's always a risk, but it's looking like this is going to be here to stay for a little while. So we're going to see if this is going to be able to, like, actually keep up and actually hold up. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, everything's good over here. We had a huge burn as well. 138.9 trillion burn was burned from Baby Doge's $236,000 burned. So that was pretty good. A lot of people have been asking for burns, which I don't really care for burns, but other people do. So I guess they got to do it because, you got to follow the community, do what the community wants. So I don't really care for burns, but, it is what it is. But yep, we got the burns, meme coin season, all that good stuff. And we're also trending again on Twitter, well, X as they call it now. But we haven't trended in a while, so it's pretty good to see that we're actually trending. Meme coins are trending, Baby Doge is trending, everything meme coin wise is trending. So yeah, everything's doing well. I just kind of want to show people something, because for all the people that for all the people that haven't bought in yet, I just want to show what you've missed out on so far. So let's just do a little bit of math here. $1,000 divided by where we were pretty much before. And where we were before, let's just put it at 8Z1073, because that was a level that I was really used to seeing Baby Doge at. Like, it was hovering around that for a while. You would have had 931 billion Baby Doge with $1,000, and then just multiplied by where we are at now. And where we're at now is at 2042. You'd be at $1,900, already. So a lot of people have missed a big part of the pump. And now, in order to get the same gain, if you buy in now, it would have to go all the way up to 8Z4, right? Just to get the same type of game that we just now seen here. It would have to go all the way up to 8Z4. So that's almost up to the all-time high. So, like, if you haven't bought in yet, I'm not a big fan of buying things when they're pumping like huge. And at the moment, Baby Doge is pumping huge. So me personally, I'm taking a step back. I'm like, what I have is what I have. I'll just hold what I have. But if you don't have anything, it's not the best idea to buy things when they're pumping. Now, granted, it could continue to go. It could continue to go to 8Z4, then to 8Z6, and so on and so forth. But I like to stay true to the trading strategy that I have. And the trading strategy that I have says never buy when it's pumping. I always buy when things are down and when they're dropping, never when they're pumping. Even though, sometimes it'll keep going, because before I seen that it pumps like 30%, I'm like, nah. And then it pumped again another 30% the next day. And I'm still like, nah, because I don't buy things while they're pumping. Same thing if you look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is at 55% up for the last day. Like, that's a lot, but it could keep going, but it's just up too high right now. So I just can't buy it because, it goes against my strategy. So everyone has a different way of doing things. Some people don't mind buying things when they're high, but like it's almost like if you went into a store and just for that day the prices were 150% higher than they usually are, and then maybe next week they're back down to normal. So personally, I don't want to buy right now, but I may buy soon. But I'm looking more so at things that aren't pumping as much because like I've been buying a lot of Phantom, and Phantom's been doing good since I started buying it. Same thing with Crow. I've been buying a lot of Crow. Crow's been doing good. If you want to look into the Crow ecosystem, we have Velo. Well, no, I don't think I bought Velodrome actually. I bought quite a few Crow projects. Let me just look at my portfolio because my portfolio pretty much has a good amount of the things that I own. I don't own everything in this portfolio right now, but I'm buying up, the things that are inside of the portfolio that I have. But speaking on, Chronos and different Chronos projects, Fulcrum, Fulcrum right now doing very good. I bought some Fulcrum last night, and now it's been up since then. It's part of the Chronos ecosystem. Only has a $22 million market cap. This is a micro cap coin. If this gets up to like 500 billion or 500 million, not billion, if this gets up to 500 million, that's like I want to say like a 50x. Let me see if that would actually be 50x. 22. Well, actually, we could just do 500 million divided by 22 million, and that would give us a 22x. So that's still fairly good. No matter what you put in, it's good. If you only put in $100, 22x's, you get 2200. You put in 1,000, 22x, you get 22,000. You put in 10,000, 22x, you get 220,000. So that's very good in my personal opinion. I would definitely be looking into some stuff inside the Chronos ecosystem if you haven't yet. Doge Chain, I've been buying up Doge Chain. This is also a good micro cap if you haven't bought it yet. And granted, Baby Doge is a very good choice as well. So when I say that I'm not buying a lot of Baby Doge right now, that's just me personally, but it's still a good choice because once they take off this 0% tax, everybody's going to be jumping into Baby Doge. Trust me. It's probably going to end up doing sheep numbers. And then what we've been talking about, the 61, honestly, with the taxes, it's almost not possible, but it is kind of possible. But currently, if they get rid of these taxes, you can see Doge and sheep numbers inside of Baby Doge. So don't forget that if we can get the taxes taken off, we can still see those numbers. And I kind of want to show something because, some people might think I'm like all doom and gloom on Baby Doge, but I'm really not. I'm really actually very bullish with it. I just really want them to take off the tax. Look at it. Now we're at 31%. Well, it showed 31% when we just now clicked it. But anyways, let's just kind of, because we're already past the 8Z1 stage, right? If you haven't gotten, then you're not gonna make it, right? But let's just look at it from the perspective of where the price is at now. All right, so where the price is at now, we're at 2031. If you only paid for $100 worth of Baby Doge, you'd only have 49 billion. If you only paid for $1,000 worth of Baby Doge, you'd only have 490 billion. Whereas before, you would have got 900 billion, right? But let's just go for from the $100 perspective, okay? Yeah, I was actually supposed to wait for that right there. But yeah, let's take our $100 and let's divide that by 2031. So 49 billion. Multiply that by 61, because if we get rid of the 10% tax, 61 is going to be a lot easier to get to. That's only $4,900. Okay. But if you were at $1,000, that would be $49,000. If you were at $10,000, that'd be $490,000. So even when I went and showed you the Chronos projects and what they could do, Baby Doge would still surpass those projects, even though you're not getting in at the complete bottom. That's very telling. So it just tells you that Baby Doge has a lot of potential. But you also need to own a lot of it, like $1,000 plus. Like $1,000 going to 49,000 is good, but $100 going to 4,900 is not really life changing. $10,000 going to 490,000, definitely life changing. So there's a lot of different things and different ways that you could spend this. But it's seeming like the best chance for you to, get a lot of money is have $10,000 plus. And if you don't have that yet, then maybe you should be a big advocate of baby doge going back to 8Z1. All right, so then you can get in at 8Z1, because if you can get in back there, like that would be optimal. But we can't always have things our way inside the crypto market. Let's just say you did get in back there. Like, let's go ahead and do this math now. So that would bring you to $93,000. All right, and that's if you went from $10,000, or no, if you had $1,000, it would go to $93,000. If you had $10,000, it would go to $930,000 from 8Z1. So, especially with all the good news that we have right now, I don't think it's possible for baby doge to go back to 8Z1. I don't think we'll ever see that again, actually. I'm going to be completely honest. Usually, I'm optimistic on pullbacks because that's where most of your money is made when you get pullbacks and you dollar cost average back in. But we might not ever see 8Z1 ever again. And it is what it is. Personally, that's the area that I would like to buy it at. But the only way we could ever see it at that area again is if we start to see the whales selling baby doge, if we see the whales starting to get rid of it. But we're getting so many new holders in that I don't think that's possible. We're up 0.09% in the last 2 weeks for holders. 2 weeks ago, we had 1,805,075 holders. Today, we have 1,812,061 holders. So we've gotten so many holders, almost 10K holders, like 7K holders pretty much in the last 2 weeks. So I don't really see us going back to 8Z1. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the proposal. Do you guys want the proposal? Do you want the 10% tax taken off? Me personally, I want it taken off. And do you want to see baby doge back at 8Z1? Because I think everybody would want to. But do you even think that it's possible for it to get back down to 8Z1? Let me know in the comments, because I don't think it is possible for it to get back down to 8Z1, because you got to think about it. Like 8Z1, that's like our bottom. That's like our bottom right now. That's where we've been bottoming out. Do you really see us going back to the bottom during the bull market that we've just now entered? Not likely. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely check out the link in the description for Chart Prime. And as always, I'll be back with another video.